Good afternoon. This is Akashvani and I'm Anuja Kumar with the Midday News. The headlines. Parliament witnesses chaos as opposition parties hold protest. Prime Minister Narendra Modi hits out at Congress, says one dynasty indulged in dirty tricks to obliterate legacy of Dr Ambedkar. Indian Navy's state-of-art hydrographic vessel INS Nirdeshak to be commissioned in Visakhapatnam. National Security Advisor Ajit Doval meets China's Special Representative Wang Yi to discuss bilateral and border issues at LAC. Ace off-spinner Ravichandran Ashwin announces retirement from international cricket. And rain plays spoiler in third Test of Border-Gavaskar Trophy. Match between India and Australia ends in a draw. And now the news in detail. The Parliament today witnessed chaos over Union Home Minister Amit Shah's remarks on Dr B.R. Ambedkar, which led the adjournment of both the Houses of Parliament till 2 p.m. The opposition made accusations against Union Home Minister Amit Shah of insulting Dr B.R. Ambedkar and demanded an apology from him. In Lok Sabha, when the House assembled for the day, opposition parties including Congress, DMK and Left started sloganeering against the remarks of Mr. Shah during his speech in Rajya Sabha yesterday. They trooped into the well of the House. Minister of State for Parliamentary Affairs Arjun Ram Meghwal and other members of Treasury objected to the conduct of the opposition. Mr. Meghwal alleged that Congress has always insulted Dr. Ambedkar. He also alleged that Congress was forced to give respect to Dr. Ambedkar due to political compulsion.
बाबा साहब का अपमान करने वाले लोग हैं और हम बाबा साहब का सम्मान करने वाले लोग हैं। जो उस हाउस में, जो राज्यसभा में माननीय गृह मंत्री जी ने जो जवाब दिया था, जो संविधान की 75 साल की यात्रा पर उस हाउस की बात, और अब ये बाबा साहब के चित्र लेकर के आ रहे हैं। ये बाबा साहब का अपमान करने वाली पार्टी आज मजबूर हुई है, क्योंकि नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने बाबा साहब के 5 तीर्थ स्थान बनाए हैं। बाबा साहब का नाम स्वर्ण अक्षरों में लिखा जाने लगा है, लोग बाबा साहब का नाम लेने लगे हैं, तो मजबूरी में ये बाबा साहब का नाम ले रहे हैं।
Amid din, Speaker Om Birla adjourned the House till 2 p.m. Similar issue also rocked the Rajya Sabha proceedings. Members from Congress, DMK, RJD, AAP and others started sloganeering, protesting over the remarks of the Union Home Minister. Chairman Jagdeep Dhankar said, Dr. Ambedkar is a highly respected figure and he's exemplary to everyone. Parliamentary Affairs Minister Kiran Rijiju said, during his speech yesterday, Mr. Shah expressed utmost regard to Dr. Ambedkar. He accused the Congress for disrespecting Dr. Ambedkar during his lifetime and hatching conspiracy to defeat him in the Lok Sabha polls at that time. He also alleged that the Congress has used his name for its vote bank politics, which is condemnable.
मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में भारतीय जनता पार्टी ही सचमुच में बाबा साहब भीमराव अंबेडकर जी को पूजता है। इसलिए मैं कांग्रेस पार्टी को कहना चाहता हूं कि ये राजनीतिक नाटक मत कीजिए वोट के चक्कर में। जितना आप लोगों ने अपमानित किया है बाबा साहब को और मत करो। इसलिए भाषण का छोटा क्लिप लेकर के बदनाम करने का कोशिश करने से कुछ नहीं होता है। मैं अनुरोध करता हूं कि बाबा साहब अंबेडकर जी के याद में संविधान का जो हम लोग ने चर्चा किया बहुत अच्छी तरह से, और मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में आगे बाबा साहब के सोच विचार को संविधान के तहत आगे ले जाने का काम कर रहे हैं।
Amid pandemonium, the chairman adjourned the House till 2 p.m. Talking to media, leader of opposition in the Rajya Sabha, Mallikarjun Kharge hit out at the Home Minister over his comments. He alleged that through his remarks, Mr. Shah has insulted the architect of the Constitution.
All the parties demand his resignation and he should apologize to the country. और इस ढंग से अगर वो बात करते रहेंगे कि बाबा साहब अंबेडकर का अपमान कोई सहन नहीं करेगा, उनको अपने जगह से इस्तीफा देना चाहिए और ऐसे अपमान कोई पार्टी, कोई देश का आदमी स्वीकार नहीं करता।
Meanwhile, opposition parties today staged a protest in the Parliament House complex against Union Home Minister Amit Shah's remarks on Dr B.R. Ambedkar during his speech in Rajya Sabha yesterday. The members from Congress, DMK, Left, RJD, AAP and some other parties joined the protest, which was attended by senior Congress leaders Rahul Gandhi and Mallikarjun Kharge, DMK MP T.R. Balu and Manoj Jha of RJD. Meanwhile, Union Minister Giriraj Singh has said that it was the Congress which had insulted Dr. Ambedkar.
अम्बेडकर का अपमान अगर किसी ने किया है तो कांग्रेस पार्टी ने किया है। अम्बेडकर को किसी ने जलील किया है, मंत्री परिषद से हटना पड़ा अम्बेडकर को नेहरू के कारण। कांग्रेस ने उनको हराया, कांग्रेस ने जघन्य अपराध किया है अम्बेडकर के साथ।
Prime Minister Narendra Modi today hit back at Congress over its allegations against the Union Home Minister on his remarks on Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, saying Amit Shah has exposed the Congress's dark history of insulting the architect of the Indian Constitution. He alleged that Congress is clearly stung and stunned by the facts Mr. Shah presented, which is why it is now indulging in theatrics. Referring to the opposition's allegation over Mr. Shah's remarks on Dr. Ambedkar in Rajya Sabha yesterday, Mr. Modi said if the Congress and its rotten ecosystem think their malicious lies can hide their misdeeds of several years, especially their insult towards Dr. Ambedkar, they are gravely mistaken. In a series of social media posts, he added that the people of the country have seen time and again how one party led by one dynasty has indulged in every possible dirty trick to obliterate the legacy of Dr. Ambedkar and humiliate the SCs and ST communities. Union Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan said that the centre has uplifted the lives of the poor, including the minority, in the past 10 years. Speaking at the 20th Foundation Day of the National Commission for Minority Educational Institutions in New Delhi today, Mr. Pradhan said that the government has walked the talk of its motto, Sabka Saath, Sabka Vishwas, and has been answerable to every citizen irrespective of their background. He highlighted that the government schemes such as PM Awas Yojana and PM Ujjwala Yojana have helped uplift the poor, especially from the minority community.
जब हम कहते हैं हमारी सरकार सबके लिए उत्तरदायी है, सबको साथ लेके चलने वाला है, सबका विकास की हमारी प्राथमिकता है, इसमें भारत की जो सामाजिक और सहज वर्गीकरण है वो धार्मिक आधार पे हो, सभी लोग एक छत के नीचे हमारी विकास हो। इसीलिए इस सामूहिक प्रयास के कारण भारत पिछले 10 साल में आज विश्व की 5th लार्जेस्ट इकोनॉमी में बनी। हमारी मानव सूचक कई मायने में आज विश्व में एक आदर्श की स्थिति तक पहुंची है।
Union Minister G. Kishan Reddy has said the government has given special emphasis on cultural development and unity, along with infrastructure development, economic development and agriculture. Briefing media in New Delhi this morning, the minister said the languages of the country are an important base for the nation's unity and cultural history.
2020 में नेशनल एजुकेशन पॉलिसी 2020 ने 3 लैंग्वेजेस फार्मूला को, उस सिस्टम को और फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी लाने के लिए प्रयास किया है। यानी अभी 3 भाषाओं से कम 2 भारत की स्थानीय भाषा एजुकेशन पॉलिसी 2020 में और रीजनल लैंग्वेजेस को जोड़ दिया गया। इससे गांव में रहने वाले गरीब सामान्य सभी लोगों को एजुकेशन में, एम्प्लॉयमेंट में रीजनल लैंग्वेजेस को बढ़ावा देने के लिए भारत सरकार न्यू एजुकेशन पॉलिसी में एक महत्वपूर्ण कदम उठाए गए।
The Election Commission is holding a preparatory meeting today on the Delhi Assembly elections, which is likely to be held early next year. The Commission is interacting with the Delhi Chief Electoral Officer and officials from the police and administration. The Commission is also scheduled to interact with the representatives of various political parties. The term of the 70-member Delhi Legislative Assembly is ending on 23rd of February next year. This is Akashvani giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our X handle at AIR News Alerts. And for details of stories and more, log on to our website www.newsonair.gov.in and download the News on AIR app. Union Minister of State for Defence Sanjay Seth will participate in the commissioning of Indian Navy's state-of-art hydrographic vessel INS Nirdeshak at Naval Dockyard in Visakhapatnam today. Nirdeshak, the second ship of the survey vessel large project, is designed to conduct hydrographic surveys, aid in navigation and support maritime operations. With an endurance of over 25 days at sea and a top speed exceeding 18 knots, INS Nirdeshak is set to enhance India's maritime capabilities. This vessel will play a pivotal role in mapping the nation's waters and strengthening India's strategic presence in the Indian Ocean region through its foreign cooperation surveys. National Security Advisor Ajit Doval held talks with Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi in Beijing today to discuss key bilateral issues. These included the management of peace and tranquility along the line of actual control and the restoration of bilateral ties which have been frozen for over 4 years due to the military standoff in eastern Ladakh. Mr. Doval, leading the Indian delegation, arrived in Beijing yesterday to participate in the 23rd round of the Special Representatives' talks, which resumed after a 5-year hiatus. The last meeting took place in Delhi in 2019. The discussions were expected to focus on rebuilding bilateral relations, particularly in light of the October 21st agreement on disengagement and patrolling in eastern Ladakh between the two nations. In Punjab, protesting farmers have stopped trains at about 50 places across the state to lodge their protest and press for their demands for a legal guarantee for minimum support price for crops, among other things. Farmer leader Sarwan Singh Pandher had announced that the farm activists of various Kisan associations would block rail traffic for 3 hours from 12 noon to 3 p.m. He said that the sit-in protests will be peaceful and only be on railway crossings and stations. Meanwhile, a senior railway officer responsible for security bandobast has confirmed Akashvani Jalandhar correspondent that government railway police along with state police personnel has been deployed at required places. The National Investigation Agency, NIA, today said it has filed a charge sheet against 2 key associates of the designated terrorist Lakhbir Singh of the banned Babbar Khalsa International Organization. The charge sheet was submitted yesterday before the NIA Special Court in Mohali, Punjab. The NIA said that the accused Jaspreet Singh alias Jas and Baljit Singh alias Rana Bhai are alleged to be active members of a terror gang orchestrated by the foreign-based Khalistani terrorist Lakhbir Singh. The India Meteorological Department IMD has forecast cold wave conditions to persist over the entire North India during the next 5 to 7 days. A fresh western disturbance and low-level induced cyclonic circulation have been attributed for the prevalence of these weather conditions. Talking to Akashvani News, IMD scientist Soma Sen Roy said that minimum temperatures will likely increase slightly over parts of northwest and central India. India's star all-rounder Ravichandran Ashwin has announced retirement from international cricket with immediate effect. The 38-year-old veteran made the announcement shortly after the third Test of the Border-Gavaskar Trophy ended in a draw. Ashwin is India's second highest wicket taker in both international and Test cricket. He made his Test debut for India against the West Indies in Delhi on November 6, 2011. In cricket, the third Test of the Border-Gavaskar Trophy at the Gabba in Brisbane ended in a dramatic draw as rain played a spoil sport. India batting in their second innings were 8 for no loss when play was halted due to rains. The visitors needed 267 runs to win at a time, but the weather denied either side a decisive result. Earlier on day 5, India were all out for 260 in their first innings in response to Australia's 445. In chess, India's Pranav Venkatesh made history by clinching both the FIDE World Under-18 Youth Rapid and Blitz titles in Slovenia on Tuesday. The top-seeded Indian Grandmaster from Chennai triumphed in the Rapid category, scoring an impressive 9.5 points to secure the gold medal. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Parliament witnesses chaos as opposition parties hold protest. Prime Minister Narendra Modi hits out at Congress, says one dynasty indulged in dirty tricks to obliterate legacy of Dr Ambedkar. Indian Navy's state-of-art hydrographic vessel INS Nirdeshak to be commissioned in Visakhapatnam. National Security Advisor Ajit Doval meets China's Special Representatives Wang Yi to discuss bilateral and border issues at LAC. Ace off-spinner Ravichandran Ashwin announces retirement from international cricket. And rain plays spoiler in third Test of Border-Gavaskar Trophy. Match between India and Australia ends in a draw. And with that, we end the Midday News.